Hello, and welcome back to Speak English Daily.
Hi everyone, we are very happy to see you here today.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Speak English Daily. Before we begin, please take a second to like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who is learning English. Today, we are talking about a very useful topic. Many English learners often say, "I don't care," because it is easy to remember. The sentence is correct, but native speakers do not always use it. In many situations, it can sound cold or even a little rude. Today, Mike and I will show you better and more natural ways to express the same idea while sounding friendly and polite.
I think this lesson will help many learners because I used to hear this phrase from students all the time. They wanted to say they had no preference, but "I don't care" sometimes gave a different feeling. People could think you were not interested or that you did not respect their opinion. The good news is that English has many softer expressions that make conversations warmer and more comfortable.
Let's learn our first expression. It is, "It's up to you." This means you are happy to let another person make the decision. You trust their choice and you are comfortable with it. It sounds kind and relaxed, so people usually enjoy hearing it.
Imagine your friend asks, "Should we eat pizza or noodles tonight?" Instead of saying, "I don't care," you can smile and say, "It's up to you." Your friend will probably feel that you are easy to talk to because your answer sounds friendly instead of distant.
Now let's learn our second expression. It is, "I don't mind." This is another common phrase that native speakers use every day. It means both choices are acceptable to you. You are happy with either one, so there is no problem.
Here is a simple example. Your coworker asks, "Can we meet at 10 o'clock instead of 9? You can answer, "I don't mind." That tells the other person the new time is fine with you. It's short, polite, and very natural.
Let's try a quick conversation. I will ask you a question. Would you like to sit by the window or near the door?
I would say, "It's up to you." Maybe you have a favorite place, so I'm happy to let you choose.
Nice. Let me ask another one. Would you like tea or coffee?
I can answer, "I don't mind." Both drinks sound good to me, so I have no strong preference.
We have used a few helpful words in our conversation, so let's talk about them for a moment. Polite means kind and respectful when you speak to other people. Rude means not polite. Choose means to pick one option. A preference is the option you like more than another, and a decision is the choice you finally make.
Remember, replacing "I don't care" with "It's up to you" or "I don't mind" can make your English sound much more natural. These small changes help conversations feel warmer, friendlier, and more confident, and native speakers will notice the difference.
We have two more expressions that native speakers use all the time when they have no strong preference. The first one is, "Either is fine." This is one of the easiest alternatives to remember because it's short, polite, and works in many everyday situations. When there are two choices and both make you happy, this expression is a great answer.
Picture this. A friend asks, "Would you like soup or salad before your meal?" You enjoy both, so you answer, "Either is fine." The conversation keeps moving because your friend knows that both options are good for you.
Here is another example. Someone says, "Should we watch the new comedy or the adventure movie tonight?" If both sound interesting, you can simply reply, "Either is fine." It feels friendly and shows that you are open to either choice.
Now let's learn another expression that native speakers love to use. It is "whatever works." This one is a little different. It's often used when the most important thing is finding a choice that is practical or convenient for everyone.
Imagine your manager says, "Can we have our meeting after lunch instead of in the morning?" If both times fit your schedule, you can answer, "Whatever works." You're showing that you are flexible and willing to adjust.
The word flexible is useful here because it describes someone who can change plans without a problem. People usually enjoy working with flexible friends and coworkers because they don't make every small decision difficult.
Let's try another situation. Your family is planning dinner, and someone asks, should we eat at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock? You could answer, whatever works. You're not choosing a time. You're simply saying that either time is convenient for you.
There's one small difference between these expressions. Either is fine usually refers to two clear options. Whatever works is wider in meaning. It can include many possibilities as long as everyone can agree on a decision.
That word agree is another helpful one. When people agree, they have the same opinion or accept the same choice. It makes conversations easier because nobody needs to argue about every little detail.
You'll hear these expressions in restaurants, at work, at school, and even at home. They sound much warmer than saying, I don't care, because they show that you respect the other person's choice.
Speaking of warm and friendly conversations, let's make things even more relaxed. Sometimes native speakers use expressions that sound casual because they are talking with close friends or family members instead of speaking in a formal situation.
One of those expressions is, I'm easy. At first, this sentence can surprise English learners because it doesn't mean your life is easy. It means you are easy to please and happy to go along with other people's ideas.
Imagine 4 friends are making a plan for Saturday. One person wants to visit the beach, another wants to go shopping, and someone else suggests a picnic in the park. They all turn to you and ask, what do you think? You smile and say, I'm easy. Everyone understands that you are comfortable with any of those ideas.
The word plan simply means something you decide to do in the future. When someone offers a new idea, that is called a suggestion. Good conversations often include many suggestions before people finally choose one together.
Here is another expression that sounds very natural. I'm good with anything. This tells people that many different choices will make you happy. It feels positive because you are focusing on accepting the options instead of rejecting them.
Let's imagine we're sitting in a restaurant. The server asks, would you like rice, pasta, or mashed potatoes? If you enjoy all of them, you can answer, I'm good with anything. That response is relaxed and easy for the server to understand.
You could also use it when friends are ordering drinks. One person asks, would you like juice, tea, or lemonade? If you have no special preference, saying, I'm good with anything sounds cheerful and natural.
I think people appreciate these expressions because they remove pressure from the conversation. Nobody feels that they have to guess the perfect answer for you. They know you are comfortable with several choices, and that makes planning together much easier.
That is one reason native speakers often sound so relaxed during everyday conversations. They are not trying to control every decision. They listen to other people, accept good suggestions, and enjoy spending time together.
As you continue listening today, you will notice that these small expressions are simple, but they can make a big difference. They help your English sound friendly, polite, and natural without using difficult vocabulary.
There are also moments when you truly want another person to make the decision. Instead of thinking of an answer, you can simply say, you decide. This expression is very common, but your tone of voice is important. If you say it with a smile, it sounds friendly and shows that you are happy with whatever the other person chooses.
That is an important point. Imagine you're shopping with your brother. You're both looking at 2 jackets, and he asks, which one should I buy? If you know he's been thinking carefully about it, you can say, you decide. You're giving him confidence to make the final choice.
Here's another situation. A mother asks her son, should we bake a chocolate cake or an apple pie this weekend? The son smiles and says, you decide. He knows both desserts will be delicious, so he's happy to let his mother make the choice.
People sometimes worry that you decide sounds lazy, but it depends on the situation. If you never give your opinion, others may feel that you're not interested. On the other hand, if you have already listened to everyone's ideas and honestly like all the options, saying, "You decide," can sound thoughtful and relaxed.
That is why balance is important. There are times when people want to hear your opinion, and there are other times when they simply need someone to support their decision. Learning to notice the difference will make your conversations feel more natural.
We have another useful expression that sounds a little softer. It's, "I'll let you choose." Many native speakers use this when they want to make the other person feel included.
Let's imagine two friends are shopping for a birthday gift. One friend asks, "Should we buy the blue watch or the black one?" The other replies, "I'll let you choose." It feels generous because the decision is being shared instead of taken away.
Here's a family example. Two sisters are picking a movie for family night. One says, "We watched my favorite movie last week. I'll let you choose this time." That sounds caring because she remembers what happened before and wants everyone to enjoy the evening.
A word that fits these examples is trust. When you trust someone, you believe they can make a good decision. Saying, "I'll let you choose," often shows that kind of confidence.
We have also used the words opinion and choice. Your opinion is what you think or believe about something. A choice is the option that you finally pick. Every day we make small choices without even noticing them.
Once you become comfortable with these expressions, you'll start hearing them in many different conversations. They're simple, but they help people feel respected because they leave room for everyone to take part in the decision.
Speaking of different conversations, some situations need a slightly more professional style. The expressions we have learned so far work well with friends and family, but workplaces and classrooms often call for language that sounds a little more formal while still being warm.
A wonderful expression for those situations is, "I'm happy either way." It tells people that you accept both possibilities and that you are satisfied with whichever direction the group chooses.
Imagine your team is discussing a meeting. One coworker suggests Tuesday morning, while another prefers Wednesday afternoon. After checking your schedule, you realize both times fit your schedule. You can simply say, "I'm happy either way." It sounds positive and cooperative.
Notice how this expression focuses on being happy instead of saying that you don't care. It gives the conversation a friendly feeling because people hear that you are willing to work together.
Here's another example. A teacher asks a group of students, "Would you like to give your presentation this week or next week?" If both dates work for you, saying, "I'm happy either way," lets the teacher know that either option is acceptable.
Our next expression is, "I'm okay with either." It has a similar meaning, but it sounds a little more direct. It's perfect when there are two clear choices and you honestly feel comfortable with both.
Let's say your classmates are starting a science project. They ask, "Should we create a poster or prepare a slideshow?" You answer, "I'm okay with either." The group can move forward without spending extra time waiting for your decision.
You might also hear this during the meeting when two ideas are being discussed. If both ideas seem useful, "I'm okay with either" helps the conversation continue without making anyone feel that their suggestion has been rejected.
The word professional describes behavior that is suitable for work or other serious situations. A project is a piece of work that people complete together or alone. A meeting is a time when people come together to talk and make decisions. When everyone is willing to listen and help one another, they cooperate, and good cooperation often leads to better results.
These expressions are valuable because they show respect for other people's ideas while also making it clear that you are ready to work as part of the team. That simple attitude can make conversations smoother, whether you're in an office, a classroom, or any place where people are working towards the same goal.
Speaking of different conversations, native speakers often choose words like these because they create a positive atmosphere. People feel heard. Decisions become easier, and conversations move forward naturally, without anyone sounding cold, impatient, or unwilling to join the discussion.
As you become more comfortable with everyday English, you will begin to notice that friends often use expressions that sound even more casual. They fit relaxed conversations where everyone already knows each other well. One of these expressions is, "doesn't matter to me."
This is something you might hear when two friends are making quick plans. One friend asks, "Should we walk to the cafe or drive there?" The other smiles and says, "Doesn't matter to me." The answer tells you that both ideas are acceptable and that the person has no strong preference.
Here's another example. Two friends are chatting after work. One says, "Do you want to sit inside or outside?" The other replies, "Doesn't matter to me." The conversation continues naturally because neither place is more important than the other.
Even though this expression is common, your tone matters. If you say it with a warm voice, it sounds friendly and relaxed. If you say it with a flat or annoyed voice, people may think you are not interested in the conversation. The words stay the same, but the feeling changes.
That is why it is helpful to think about the situation. When you are with close friends, "doesn't matter to me" usually sounds natural. In more formal situations, or when someone has spent a lot of time preparing something for you, a softer expression like, "I'm happy either way" may sound more thoughtful.
Let's learn another casual expression. It is, "it's all the same to me." This means that every choice feels equal to you because you would be satisfied with any of them.
Imagine your friends are deciding where to have coffee. One person suggests a cafe near the park, and another suggests one near the train station. You listen for a moment and then say, "It's all the same to me." You are letting everyone know that either place will make you happy.
You could also hear this when friends are choosing a game to play or deciding which route to take on a short trip. Since you enjoy all the ideas, there's no need to spend extra time choosing one over another.
The word similar helps us understand this expression. When two things are similar, they are almost the same in important ways. The word equal means that two things have the same value or importance. In these examples, the choices feel equal because none of them stands out as better for you.
Another useful word is casual. Casual conversations are relaxed and informal. They happen with friends, family members, or people you know well. The situation decides which expression sounds the most natural, so always think about who you were speaking to before you answer.
Once you start paying attention, you will hear these expressions in everyday conversations, television shows, and online videos. They are short, easy to remember, and they help conversations flow without making people feel uncomfortable.
They also remind us that good communication is not only about grammar. It's about choosing words that fit the people around you and the situation you are in.
We have one more group of expressions that native speakers enjoy because they sound friendly and easygoing. The first one is, "anyway is fine." This expression tells people that you are happy with whichever method or option works best.
Imagine you are traveling with a friend. You both need to reach the city center. One person wants to take a bus while the other wants to use the subway. If both choices are available and you are comfortable with either one, you can say, "anyway is fine."
Here's another travel example. You arrive at a hotel and the receptionist asks, "Would you like a room on a lower floor or a higher floor?" If you have no special preference, "anyway is fine" lets the conversation move forward quickly.
This expression also works well while shopping. Suppose you are buying a backpack and the salesperson asks, "Would you like the blue one or the gray one?" If both look good to you, "anyway is fine" shows that you can accept either choice.
Now let's learn our second expression. It is, "I'm not picky." This is a very common phrase among native speakers. A picky person is someone who only likes certain things and refuses many others. If you say, "I'm not picky," you are telling people that you are easy to please.
Food is a perfect example. Your friends ask, "Do you want pizza, sandwiches, or noodles for lunch?" Instead of choosing one immediately, you can say, "I'm not picky." They understand that you will enjoy whatever the group decides.
You might also hear this while shopping for clothes. A friend asks, "Do you prefer the black shirt or the white one?" If both look nice to you, saying, "I'm not picky" lets your friend know that you are happy with either option.
The word simple describes something that is easy to understand or do. These expressions are simple, but they sound very natural. The word accept means to be willing to receive or agree with something. If several options are available, they are ready for you to choose. Since you are not picky, you can happily accept any available option without making the decision difficult for everyone else.
We have reached our final expression, and it is one that sounds clear, polite, and useful in many situations. The expression is, I have no preference. Native speakers often use it when they want to show that they are happy with any option without sounding careless. It works especially well when someone asks you to choose between two or more possibilities.
Imagine your manager asks, would you rather work from the office on Monday or Tuesday? If both days suit you, you can answer, I have no preference. It tells the other person that either choice is acceptable. The same expression also works at school, during meetings, or even at home when your family is making plans.
One thing I like about this expression is that it sounds calm and respectful. It shows that you have thought about the question and that every option feels equally good to you. That's very different from saying, I don't care, which can sometimes give people the wrong impression.
I agree. Small changes in language can create a completely different feeling. Instead of sounding distant, you sound cooperative and friendly. People often respond more positively when they hear these natural expressions.
Let's imagine a few everyday conversations. I ask, would you like to eat at the Italian restaurant or the Mexican restaurant?
I might say, either is fine.
Then I ask, can we meet in the morning or the afternoon?
I'm happy either way.
Next question, should we take the train or drive?
Whatever works.
One more, which shirt do you want to buy?
I'll let you choose.
Those answers all sound warm and natural. Here's another conversation. I ask, would you like tea or coffee?
I don't mind.
Would you like to sit by the window or near the door?
It's up to you.
What shall we order for dinner tonight?
I'm good with anything.
Should we visit the museum or the art gallery tomorrow?
It's all the same to me.
Notice how every answer fits the situation. None of them sounds unfriendly because each expression has its own purpose. Sometimes you want another person to decide. Sometimes you are happy with either option. Sometimes you simply want to keep the conversation moving without making a big decision.
That is why learning expressions is often more useful than translating one sentence from your own language. Instead of using I don't care every time, you now have many choices that fit different people and different situations.
You have learned how to say, it's up to you, I don't mind, whatever works, you decide, I'm okay with either, I'm not picky, and many other expressions that native speakers use every day. The more you hear them and the more you practice them, the more natural they will become.
There are also a few important words to remember from our conversation. A preference is the option that you like more than another. When something sounds natural, it feels like the way native speakers normally talk. Being polite means speaking with kindness and respect. As you practice these expressions, you will also become more confident because you will know which phrase fits each conversation.
The next time someone asks you to make a choice, pause for a second before saying, I don't care. Think about the expressions we talked about today and choose one that matches the situation. It's a small habit, but it can make your English sound friendlier and much more like the English you hear from native speakers.
Before we say goodbye, we would love to hear from you. Which expression will you start using today? Thank you for spending your time with us. Keep enjoying English, keep noticing how people really speak, and keep believing in your progress. We look forward to talking with you again in our next conversation.